What happens after the final estate accounting is approved? Have you ever wondered what the next steps are once the final estate accounting receives the green light from the probate court? It is an important milestone in the estate administration process. Let's break down what happens next. Once the court approves the final accounting, the executor or administrator can begin distributing the remaining assets of the estate to the beneficiaries. This distribution is done according to the instructions laid out in the will, or, if there is no will, according to state law. This is a significant moment as it marks the transfer of ownership from the estate to the heirs or beneficiaries. After the assets are distributed, the executor must file a petition with the court to formally close the estate. This is an essential step, as it allows the court to issue an order that officially closes the probate case. Once this order is issued, the executor is released from any further duties and liabilities related to the estate. Before the distribution of assets, the executor has some final responsibilities. They must ensure that all debts, taxes, and expenses of the estate have been paid. This includes filing any final tax returns, which may consist of estate taxes and income taxes. The executor will also need to provide receipts or releases from the beneficiaries, confirming that they have received their inheritance. The approval of the final accounting is also a way to confirm that the executor has met their fiduciary duties. This means they have accurately reported all financial transactions, paid off debts, and distributed assets correctly. This approval protects the executor from any future claims by beneficiaries or creditors regarding how the estate was managed. Even after the estate is closed, it is wise for the executor to keep copies of all important documents related to the estate. This includes the final accounting, court orders, receipts, and any correspondence. Keeping these records for several years is a good practice in case any questions arise later. In essence, the approval of the final estate accounting signals that the court is satisfied with how the executor has managed the estate's finances. It clears the way for distributing assets, closing the probate case, and releasing the executor from their responsibilities. This process ensures transparency and compliance with the wishes of the deceased and applicable laws.